We return to the adventures of local filthy boy, Martinius, last name, who finds himself writing probably a very, very boring book. So, yesterday, we did a quest and we ended up reforging this very minor thing called the Amulet of fucking Kings. So, firstly, let's go over what we actually got from that crazy acid trip of a quest that we completed yesterday in the end of things. So we ended up with the Amulet of Kings, the Armor of Morahouse, not that one, the Helm of Tiber Septim, which you may notice is a little bit pancakey right now. We've got Qarnarine's Grasp. We had the Ring of Arctus, the Shield of Riemann Cyrodiil, Sword of Ancient Tongues, and the Treads of Wulfar. So all of these retain the power that they had before. We've just transformed it into something more appropriate for us. However, the Armor of Morahouse is still the Armor of Morahouse. It might not have the armor value of Morahouse, but it does still have the effect. So let's go through them all one by one, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. But you might notice they are unenchanted, and there's a very cool side effect to that. And as a result, today our quest becomes a quest for quest's sake, which isn't really something we've done before. What I mean by that is today, our quest is very simple. Let's get 100 enchanting. Now, the way the leveling system works in this version of Skyrim is, normally you'd be able to sit there and make, steel dagger after steel dagger and level up your smithing to 100. Or with enchanting, stockpile a bunch of shit and a bunch of soul gems and level yourself up to level 100 enchanting. That's not how it works here. We're currently 89 enchanting, and we can't go any higher level until we level up. As in, level up our overall level and become level 33 or whatever. So there is that kind of soft cap on things. But there are quests that when you complete them, just give enchanting levels. There is one in particular that we'll be doing today, that being Discerning the Transmundane, which is appropriately a very mundane quest, when we get the blood for Septimus Signus. We'll do it in a minute anyway. But that gives a +5 to enchanting, and hopefully by the time we finish that quest, we're level 33 and like just over a half there. Hopefully we'll hit level 34, and then with the +5 from that quest, we'll be able to do some natural enchanting leveling for the last kind of few levels, however many that is, and then in theory we'll be level 100. So, let's take a look at some of this gear that we got then. So, we ended up with the Amulet of Kings, the Armor of Morahouse, the Helm of Tiber Septim, Qarnarine's Grasp, the Ring of Arctus, the Shield of Riemann Cyrodiil, and the Treads of Wulfar. What have we still got equipped right now? We need an amulet. Oh, no, we've got an amulet. We need a... Oh, no, that is every slot, isn't it? The other exception to that being the face mask. So, what these do is they as you can see in kind of the top left there, they each give a power by themselves. So, Wulfar's Path here reduces fall damage and increases running speed by 5% for each equipped set piece. So, all of it counts as one contiguous set, even though they've all got different names, like Qarnarine's Grasp and yada yada yada. They all are the same set of gear, right? So, all of them provide a different effect, but all of them generally buff other effects. Morahouse's Bulwark here from the robes. Reduces all damage taken by 10%, reduces enemy critical hits by 25%. Qarnarine's Might enhances all damage dealt by 10% and increases enemy stagger by 50%. Riemann's Wall from the shield reduces stagger from enemy attacks, provides spell reflection ability when blocking, very similar to Shield Breaker. Now this one is the most interesting. The Sigil of Arctus. When the Visage set is fully equipped, which we have now, all items can be enchanted with one extra effect. If we hit level 100 enchanting, not only can we put 2 enchantment pieces on every set, but as long as we wear the Ring of Arctus, we can get a further enchantment on every single piece of gear for 3 enchantments across, 6 pieces in total. The cool thing is, as well, with the Amulet of Kings, it works with the Sigil of Arctus, so not only do we get those 3 enchantments per piece, we can also increase the power of each enchantment as well, which is absolutely insane. What I'm saying is, we could be very, very, very overpowered by the time we're done here. Talos's Will from the helmet. Increase all experience gains by 1% for each piece of the set equipped, for a total of 6% here. And that's pretty much it. But the set is, like, by itself, it's really not very good. Because obviously they don't give any... I mean, they give good bonuses, but for, like, a mage, for example, none of those are giving us magicka regen or spell reduction or spell amplification. So wearing this now is, I would argue, kind of worse than our Archmage set. So we're going to wear that for the time being. But when we've got enough to do some enchanting, holy fuck, we are going to be actually, like, indestructible. We could keep the Shield of Reem and Cyrodiil. What I was thinking is we use the shield in the offhand and then use Sunbeam in our main hand, because at that point, we're probably going to do so much damage. Especially if every set piece has amplification and, you know, restoration bonuses. We're going to be doing so much damage that we can probably just have the shield in the offhand and be like this insane tank as well. But yeah, that's what we got out of that crazy long quest line and transmuted the 6 artifacts. So we do have to make it doesn't, you know, it's not quite like a free cost there. Obviously, we had to do a ridiculous quest, and not only that, we do have to make replicas for the museum. We have lost essentially the 6 artifacts out of the museum, so worth bearing in mind. Anyway, that's an introduction to what we're doing today, and obviously I wanted to recap that hour-long episode yesterday. Probably not going to do an hour-long episode every day, but if we're in the middle of like a big long quest like that, I figured it's probably worth just kind of wrapping it up there and then, right? Now, I did also buy some spell terms as well. I was going around buying up soul gems, and I went to the, you know, I went back to the college and ended up buying a couple of other things as well. So Covalescence restores 118 health per second. Of course, we can use healing spells offensively on people. Conjure Ravagore. Don't know what the Ravagore is. Sounds quite cool. Radiant Grasp, I wanted to test out. So it's touch undead to smite them for 122 sun damage. But if it just does sun damage, we can do that on anything. And it'll be like really, really powerful, right? So we need to test that out. I think there was another spell term in there I wanted to grab. Sorry, I got really bad hiccups already. Jesus, we're off to a great start. That's the one right there. Divine Intervention of the 8. Probably not that useful to be able to teleport to the Temple in Solitude, but still, I mean, probably works okay, right? Anyway, we haven't got any master level restoration spells, right? Yeah, none at all yet. Wow. So what I'm looking for here then is, what was it? The touchy spell. You know, the touchy spell. Yeah, Radiant Grasp. I think we'll be able to use that on... I kind of want to test it on Inigo, but I also don't. I think that'll work on anything. And look at how cheap it is to use. I think that's going to be super, super powerful. Granted, we have to touch them with it. But it's like double the damage of our Sunbolt and uses half the magicka. So, it's all about, you know, it's all about balance here. Anyway, we know about Septimus Signus. We found his outpost. So this isn't like completely out of character. We found his outpost, and more importantly, he has a bedroom in the College of Winterhold, which, by the way, we're Archmage of. So, of course, we know about Septimus Signus, a master of enchanting. Let's go and see if he's got anything he can teach us. Wow, this weather is just fucking terrible. Washes the dirt away. No, embrace it. Embrace it, Solitude's dirtiest boy, Martinius. Septimus Signus's outpost. There we are. I forget that horrible expression he uses whenever he speaks to you. When the lower level was reached, no more could be built, or whatever he says. And here we are. Let's go and have a look then. Now, this would also give us the ability to start worshipping Hermaeus Mora again. Maybe, when we fully enchanted our gear, I might do that. Because if we stop worshipping Julianos right now, we are losing an 18% cost and reduction by 18%. So spell amplification, 18% more damage, and 18% cost reduction. Septimus. What is it he says? It's something like that. When the lower levels were reached, no more could be... Yeah, I'd give him a 10 for that. That was impressive.
Dig.
Oh, or maybe he just says, dig.
Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths.
Ah. Are you researching the Dwemer?
Septimus is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer.
Well, something like that. What do you mean by rise?
When the top level was built, no more could be placed. He was and is the maximal apex.
When the top level was built? Where? I don't understand. Are you insane?
The warp of air, the weft of time. Then the madness begins. How long will it be sung? My feet were set upon the rock, but it turned to mud and drew me down. It licked the panes and smokes the glass. But I'll rise to your depths, and I'll know your lost unknown.
What? What brings you to this remote place, Septimus Signus?
Ah, the ice entombs the heart, the bane of Cagranak and Degother. To harness it is to know the fundaments. The Dwemer lockbox hides it from me.
The ice entombs the unknown? Or did he say the bane of...
Deeper than the deep ones, though.
I've never really listened to what he says, because he's a bit weird. You have an Elder Scroll here?
I have seen enough to know their fabric. The warp of air, the weft of time. But no, it is not in my possession.
Where is the scroll?
Here. Well, here as in this plain. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby. Relatively speaking.
You weirdo.
On the cosmological scale. Well, it's all nearby.
Yep. Don't make me hurt you. Can you help me get the Elder Scroll or not?
One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return.
I love our apropos of nothing at all. We've just asked him, can you help us get an Elder Scroll? Like, why the fuck would we need this yet?
You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep
kind of
inside their greatest knowings.
Okay.
Septimus is clever among.
You've already said that.
Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies.
Oh.
Have you heard of Black Reach?
I have, yes.
Cast upon where Dwemer City
Martinius
slept,
is not, you know, business to know things.
Hidden learnings kept.
Where is this Black Reach?
Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mazak. Alftand, the point of puncture, of first entry, of the tapping. Delve to...
Yeah, okay. Have we all had enough of this guy yet? Because I sure as hell know I have.
Only Septimus knows the hidden...
Right.
Two things I have for you. Two shapes. The round one for two.
This isn't the quest I needed to do, Septimus Signus.
Find Mazak and its sky dome. Trust Septimus. He knows.
Descending the transmute then. Oh, there you are. Hang on. Is this... This quest is way longer than I remember. I thought this was the quest where you just went and stabbed the people with the magic tube, you know? You stab the people with the thing, you take their blood, and then you come back. I don't remember this being the Blackreach quest. Oh, well. I mean, shit, I need that for the gallery. Can I just, like, have this? You can have everything as long as you get away with it, you know? Both is proving. That's mine as well. Oh, shit. Okay. No. I'll be honest. I forgot that there was all this extra shit to it, to be fair. So I guess we'll start on the Blackreach quest then, eh? Okay. I mean, it gives us 5 enchanting, and that's what we're here to do at the end of the day. Skooma. Skooma. Yes. You know what? I'm doing that for your... I'm honestly doing that for your benefit. Where does he get his food from? I think he just eats like a hawker all day. Where does he rest? What a weird man. Right, let's get out of here then. And let's go and see Blackreach. See what the old man actually wants us to do. I find it really weird that we just, like, are after this Elder Scroll now, like, for no reason, just to collect it. He's directed me to a Dwarven observatory known as Elftand, southwest of Winterhold, that houses an Elder Scroll. He doesn't care about the scroll, but wants me to use some kind of machine that inscribes the Dwarven lexicon with the scroll's knowledge and bring it to him. So we've not actually found Elftand. So we go from Sarthal then. Weird. Right. Let's try this again, shall we? See if we can actually, keep on top of our magicka with this bloody crown. Alftand Glacial Ruins. Another cold, freezy cave. Undoubtedly crammed to the fucking brim with Falmer. Here we are. I don't remember Alftand as much as I thought I did, because I thought Alftand was part of the Ethereum Wars quest. I think I said that during the Ethereum Wars quest. But it's apparently Blackreach, so there we go. I think I know why I was confused, because when I made the Dwemer mod for CK2, I based it on the cities of Blackreach.
I know you were trying to keep it for yourself, Cesar. You always try to keep it for yourself. No, there's got to be more skooma.
There is skooma. He's going to smell it on us. When I made that, I based it on the cities of Blackreach. Whereas when we were replaying this and we did the Ethereum Wars quest, I thought I based it on the cities of the Ethereum Wars. Which obviously I didn't in hindsight, so it's where I was getting all confused. Speaking of confused, can we get a bloody lamp so we can see where I'm friggin' going? I think I did Blackreach because one of the things I added to the Dwemer Contingency mod in like the original version before I lost it all was the ability to like instantly travel basically between all the settlements. Like with no movement between the provinces. You just kind of pop between one and the other. Just to show that kind of underground Blackreach style thing. But that was one thing I lost there. And Alftown was the capital when we did a playthrough of that. Oh, hello. Right. Is this where we saw the Khajiit guy? It is, isn't it? I think back the other way that we just walked past was a dead end leading to only treasure. So we might have to go back. Like Zetathar. On the plus side, what is that? Cyrodiilic Spatail. Oh, it's like a fucking butterfly, isn't it? On the plus side, looting every flat surface has worked out pretty well, to be fair. So that was where we... Oh, shit, no, maybe that is the way to go. Well, fuck it. Let's go down here first. Hello. You guys have done a good job of keeping the lights on.
What? Who is this?
Mad Khajiit.
Another of the smooth skins looking for food?
Smooth skins?
This one wasn't trapped with us.
Oh. He turned evil. He was level 40. He's a higher level than us. What a waste. Well, I was going to offer him some skooma. Wait, Jazar? Jadar. Oh. You see my confusion, eh? Journal. Jazars. This one is at its end. I signed Jazar and myself up for the expedition trying to get him cleared off the skooma. I bought a small supply to bring him down slowly. But the storm has had us trapped in the glacier for weeks. Oh, dear. They went literally cold turkey. 7 empty skooma bottles and he killed his brother for it. I mean, it tears societies apart. It really does just destroy societies, doesn't it? You've seen it here first. If you need help getting off skooma, speak to someone. We're all here for you. And we all believe you can do it. Except for Fat Larry, don't speak to him. Oh, here we are. Ulftand. Now, pick up all this random Dwemer shite because A, we can throw it into our magic chest. There was a comment about the magic chest on yesterday's episode. Somebody was like, you should just lean into your somewhat overpowered endgame alteration. And in some ways, yeah, I get it. Because, you know, alteration's already done only kind of a minor thing for us so far. And that, of course, being keeping us alive with ebony flesh. I suppose we might as well embrace it now that we've got it. I mean, I'll trust the designer of the mod pack's balancing. And more importantly, it's a convenience thing. Especially, I think if I was doing a playthrough by myself, I probably wouldn't use it. But for a playthrough for, you know, where we're all... I mean, you guys don't want to watch me juggle items all episode, let's be honest. So I suppose in that regard, dumping it all in a chest is quite nice. Dumping it all in a chest and moving on with our lives. Wow. I wonder if we can smelt this shit down already. We can make a replica Dwemer Compass. Done. Do need that for the gallery. Oh, 58 smithing. What a time to be alive. No, we're not enemies. Did you not see I just smithed the Dwemer Compass? I'm a Dwemer too. Right. I'm genuinely going to take all the Dwemer metal, though. Either we can smelt it down for smithing, or again, we can use it for, apparently, a new room in the gallery? Apparently, we don't have that yet. So God knows what that's for. Anyway. So, oh, actually, on the subject of the gallery, too. When I was kind of tidying up our inventory and putting things on display, I made a couple of replicas, too. Just because it's something we are going to need to do sooner rather than later. Anyway, Orion stopped me, and he's like, try this scroll on the Ayleid Waystone. You know, the one we used to get at Sancretor? I think if we do that, it'll start the next gallery quest. One of the final gallery quests, actually. So obviously I haven't done that yet, but we'll do that, you know, later, in the future. Right now, we got bigger fish to fry. Like, apparently inscribing an Elder Scroll for a random old man who told us that it's down here. And we've decided to trust him implicitly because we want that Elder Scroll for reasons I'm not entirely sure. On the plus side, this might also level up our smithing quite significantly. When I say I'm going to take everything not nailed down, I mean that sincerely. Right, let me do a bit of inventory management here. You know, the real plus side to all of this is we are picking up a lot of soul gems from all of these, horrible Dwemer boys. Wow, this is pretty good. I mean, it's a nice side effect. Between the enchanting and smithing levels we're going to get from this, it's absolutely worth... You son of a bitch. It's absolutely worth the inconvenience of picking up all this other crap. I don't know where half the stuff on that table went. Oh, here they are. I was going to say, they just kind of phased out reality there for a second. I don't know if you can smelt down the cups and the plates and everything. Maybe we can store them in the gallery. You never know. Oh! Well, this is where we're supposed to go. Maybe we're on the bottom floor. That's okay. That's good. I felt like I was going the wrong way there for the longest time. Yeet. Why are these here? Occupational health and safety. I feel like the Dwemer didn't really care much about that. In fact, I think that if the Dwemer did care about occupational health and safety, they probably wouldn't have disappeared from existence. But maybe that's just me. What do I know? Here we are. We were going the right way. Elf Tend Animonculary. An animonculary is where all of the horrible steam creatures are made.
We may have a fight on our hands.
Really? Is it because of that thing that I just said? Oh, Falmer. Of all the places to set up shop, you feel like Falmer wouldn't live in the animonculary? Weird. Right. Keep your eyes out for... I should really be using Dan Schneider's sextant, but... I feel like a lot of the Dwemer tech is really well signposted. Might as well have a big Dwemer sign saying, here's some Dwemer treasure. Hello? Well, you didn't seem very friendly. Okay. Chorus eggs. Don't like that. Not a fan of that at all. I'm just picking up everything. I know I'm picking up a lot of Falmer shit as well, but... Oh, well, I do like the Chorus eggs for the potion potential. I think they only craft into damage health, which is a little annoying because we don't really have a super massive amount of ingredients for damage health. So we got to jump into the steamworks, right, in this bit. Or at least we can. Bonk. Hello. Oh. End rust. What happened to end rust? The eyeless creatures took us in our sleep. I don't know what happened to my Khajiit brothers. Oh, to the Khajiit brothers. We never saw them in the cell. Managed to pick the lock. We made a break for it. We got split up. Suddenly yelled something about not leaving without finding what he came here for, and Umana chased after him. Yag and I tried for the top of the cave shaft, but one of the ramps was broken. Without hesitation, she grabbed me by the scruff of my tunic, threw me atop the ledge, and told me to run. I did. I didn't look back. I ran like a coward. Wow. What a coward you are indeed. Okay. And his last cowardly act was trying to steal. We don't steal. We liberate. He's a thief. We're a... Oh my god. We're doing it for the benefit of Skyrim. You know, we're not hoarding it. We're putting it on display. And that's the difference. Careful there. Could have ended badly. Hello. Some security gate. Okay, Falmer. I would actually really not like to fight a bunch of Falmer. I would much rather fight a shitload of Dwemer so that we can have their lovely soul gems. And the Falmer are just really fucking annoying, aren't they? Just awful. Just the worst creatures. So do we want to go down here? I assume we'll just get down there naturally at some stage. So let's not rush things here. We've got all day. We haven't. We've got like another 10 minutes. Oh! And then we've got to go and find the blood as well. This is definitely going to be a two-parter. Septimus, I didn't realise we were going to... I wouldn't have committed to this if I'd have remembered it was all this Black Reach. But we do need the level, and we do want the enchanting, so you know what? It is still probably the quickest way to do it. Thank you. Oh, God. Just give me the infinite inventory space already. Let me move on with my life. I decided the best idea was probably to maybe hotkey that. Seeing as we're not using any hotkey right now. The locked room. How ironic. We got. Oh, jeez, the lock chest master. Well, that's not good, is it? Okay, give me a second here. Hang on, I got this. This is the lock. Watch this. Ready? Easy, easy, easy. Fuck. Told you, easy. Hey, hello. I'll take all of your things, please. And then complain in 5 minutes when I'm horribly over encumbered. Well, this is the right way at all. In you go. Where have you led us, you fool? Okay. Guess we go down this way then. Guess this was the right way. Bonk. Well, God knows how we're getting out of here now. We've committed. Ah! Yargrog Gortwog. Oh, this is where the guy said that they pulled him up or whatever. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. What the hell is that noise? There's something here, because obviously our our spell triggered. Bomber Night Prowler. Good God, they're powerful, aren't they? Jesus, let's be careful of that. Okay. Careful there. Some real Mickey Mouse shenanigans going on there. Christ. What's that say? Scaly? Ah. Lovely ingredients. Oi! Stop that. Only I'm allowed to cast spells down here. Hello? We got one of them. I'm a little bit concerned about the... That was bloody close. A little bit concerned about potentially getting the whole vampirism thing. Because what happens if you get infected again? Can you cure it? Again? Don't do that. Quite as invincible as I thought. It's always the bloody Falmer with their bows and arrows. It's always them. Don't. Holy crap. Okay, let's be a bit more careful then. In you go. I mean, we could just alteration drop zone and jump down there. But I think we'll go down the proper way. Okay. Here. Think this will work? Let's do it at an angle, just in case. We're good. Okay. God damn. We're gonna have to dump out all our inventory again. I should just go there and dump it on Septimus's floor. Here you go. You're like the fucking Dwemer old man. Onwards then. Is this the way to... It's an elevator down, isn't it? Or as we would call it, a lift. Which in this case, I'll concede to Americans, because you don't lift yourself down, do you? Right, here we are. Alfthand Cathedral. Can you elevate? Well, no, because you elevate things is to lift it up. You know what? We're both wrong here. We need to come up with a new word, collectively. The Anglosphere. To describe a lift that goes downwards. Because an elevator doesn't work and a lift doesn't work either. I suppose you can lift things... Can you lift things downwards? No. You lift it up. We should call it... So it should be a lift if it goes downwards. And we could call it like a... No, I've got it. We just call it a raise. Because you can raise things up, but you can also raise things down. As in, the building was raised to the ground. It's a fucking... I know they're separate words, okay? Shut up. That's not the point. You spell it differently depending on which direction you're going. Finally, something to beat the Germans. Masculine, feminine, neuter. Well, we have directional. I'm sorry, that's the worst idea I've ever come up with. Depending on what direction you're going, you speak language differently. That's some like fucking Michael Kirkbride shit right there. The Dwemer, depending on the direction they were headed, would restructure their language to face that direction. Good lord. We were having a bit of a discussion about that. Look, I think Michael Kirkbride is... What's the best way to describe it? I don't even want to call him a mad genius, because I feel like these days he errs on the side of mad and less on the side of genius. You're out of lockpicks. Oh, I must have put them in my magic chest. Michael Kirkbride, for those of you who don't know, was the art director and writer for kind of early 2000s era Elder Scrolls. So, I've got it hotkeyed and I still open the menu. So, Morrowind and Bonk and Battlespire specifically. And he was the guy that, after he left Bethesda, or maybe they sacked him, I don't entirely know, he wrote a load of kind of a fan fiction, for lack of a better word, but he framed it in such a way to say, like, hey, because of, like, the metaphysics of the Elder Scrolls universe and dragon breaks and time and shit, essentially all Elder Scrolls fanfiction is valid. And there is no Elder Scrolls canon, was essentially what he was getting at. And it's all valid and can be interpreted however you like. Except, I think ZeniMax Media as copyright holders would probably have something to say about that. And also, you know, an unmodded Skyrim experience is the same for everybody, but let's not worry about that. Anyway, he wrote these kind of very divisive books, and I will admit I'm more on the side of, oh god, these are terrible. They're certainly interesting to read. One is called Coda, which I've talked about a lot. I've talked about that one, like, quite a lot. Blue grass. We can't loot it, though. That does seem like it would be a very useful potion ingredient. And another one is called Kinmune. I don't know how you spell it. Kinmune. But Michael Kirkbride strikes me as a bit of a weeb, so it's probably Kinmune. And holy fuck, it is just like... So in sci-fi, there's this thing called Trek Speak, Technobabble as well, where to kind of pad out dialogue because they can't think of anything better to write, they'll just do, you know, in Star Trek when Chief O'Brien's like, I've done this bit before, but Cisco will be all like, oh, Chief, how long to, what's going on down there? And then O'Brien will say, sir, I need to invert the polarity matrix of the forward disruptor field warp matrices. And then he'll say, how long will it take, Chief? And then Chief O'Brien will say, oh, about 12 hours, Captain. And then Cisco will always say, you've got 5 minutes. And then somehow, miraculously, Chief O'Brien will do it. But it's that type of shit. And if you've read Kinmune, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because it's not even English. Like, it's literally incomprehensible gibberish, which I guess is the point. But I think it's also important to very much know your audience. And let's be honest, 90% of Elder Scrolls players are here because man does a shout and makes a goat fall off a cliff. Haha, that's really funny. And Lamau arrow to the knee. You know why you're here. And Kinmune, I'm not even going to try and break it down because it's that. It doesn't fucking deserve it. Anyway, it's about a Dwemer future space mining robot that mines the breath of Kine from space. Don't worry about it. Again, it's nonsense. Intentionally so, I hope. And they've, I noticed when I was doing some, when I was buying the soul gems anyway, that the book is actually in this. They've added it to this with a septim value of 1, which is fucking great. But we were talking about that briefly in Discord yesterday. Apparently they, added like a madman in Elder Scrolls Online. I haven't played much Elder Scrolls Online at all. But they've added like this madman to Elder Scrolls Online who like goes on about how the queen from the Aldmeri Dominion...
Let's just get out of here.
Oh, I forgot about these two.
Of course you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back. So you can have all the glory for yourself.
Anyway, the queen from the Aldmeri Dominion...
What was that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Is the future space robot, which, to be fair, is basically what Michael Kirkbride said himself. Anyway, that's that, really. It's complete fucking madness and absolutely nuts. What I was getting at is the Adventures of Martinius are, according to the ex-writer of the Elder Scrolls lore, these are canon. This is all canon. All of this actually happened. And that's how I choose to interpret it. And his ability to summon a magic chest full of stuff is canon, whether you like it or not. And here we are. Blackreach. Arguably the most impressive place in the Elder Scrolls ever. Get fucked.
Damn fleas.
You hear that Nern root? Wow. It's darker than I remember, for sure. We gotta turn the sun on, right? I can't believe you survived. So, here we are then. So I think we'll probably leave that there for today, because obviously Blackreach is gigantic and sprawling. Let's go into Calcelmo. No, this isn't Calcelmo. This is oh, Crimson Root. There it is. What's his name again? Sindarion. You know, you guys remember the Nernroot guy from Oblivion? Well, there he is. Or what's left of him, anyway. Discovered a rare type of Crimson Nernroot growing down here in Blackreach, and basically moved in. Promptly murdered by very angry Dwemer. Jewel of the Rumere. What the fuck? Jewel of the Rumere. Was that a book? What the hell? What was that? Oh, there it is. It was a ring. Stamina regenerates 25% faster. Oh, and can breathe underwater. That's really good. If not, a bit of a bad sign. I think we can agree. Anyway, let's loot everything not nailed down in here, and we'll call it there for today. Oh, another achievement sphere. Nice. Just because this place is gonna take a little while. But tomorrow, we will return with the very real and very canon adventures, nice, of Martinius' last name. Weirdly enough, I was reading about the Durrani yesterday on the wiki. Very strange. I'd like only seen the name. It's very much confirmation bias. I'd only seen the name written like very anecdotally, like playing Oblivion and shit, and then like it's right there. It's just been in my face the entire time. Isn't that right, Inigo? In my face. The entire time.